Hello friends, welcome to another session of video tutorial on Java. Please subscribe to my channel. To subscribe to my channel, click on the subscribe button and then click on the bell icon so that whenever I post a new video, you get the latest updates. In today's session, we are going to cover conditional statements. And the two conditional statements which we are going to cover is if, else and switch. And later on, we will take a look at nested if, else. Okay, conditional statements are those statements which takes different path based on the condition. It can be either true or false. If the condition is satisfied, it is going to take a different path. If the condition is not satisfied, it is going to take a different path. First, we will take a look at if else. So for that, I'm going to create another package for this under source, create a new package, go to new and select package. So here I'm going to keep it as edu dot click on finish. Okay, so inside this package I'm going to create a new class. I'm going to call it as if else. Click on finish. Inside this I'm going to declare a variable called age, int age equals to 32 for example. Declare age and initialize. Okay, so now using the conditional statement like if, age is greater than 32, then I'm going to print it as this out. Say for example there is a recruitment going on. For a recruitment, the age must be greater than 18 and less than 32 to be eligible. Okay, any other age not eligible. Okay, so this is the example which I'm taking. So I have written only one condition: if the age is greater than 32, not eligible. Right click on this, run as Java application. Okay, since the age is equal to 32, which is not greater than 32, so it didn't satisfy this condition, so nothing gets printed out. So another statement I'm going to add here is else. Okay, this out. Eligible. So if this condition is satisfied, that means this condition becomes true, then it is going to go ahead and execute this, and if it becomes false, then it is going to execute this. So currently this condition is false, so it is going to execute this statement. Okay, save this and run this again. Okay, so you can see age is equal to 32, it is eligible. But if you look at our condition, it says if the age is less than 32, greater than 18 are eligible. Any other age not eligible. So we are not checking the correct criteria here. Okay, check the condition. In this example, we have already used relational operator, which is greater than, which we told in the last session that we will be covering during conditional statements. Okay, so I'm going to slightly modify this program to adhere to this particular statement. Okay, this statement says if age is greater than or equal to 32. So that means here it says between 18 and 32, and 32 is not included, not eligible. So all others are eligible. So earlier we had used greater than, now we are using greater than or equal to. Okay, so let us run this again. Okay, so now we got to some extent adhering to this particular statement. Still we have not covered this statement wherein we should be checking for 18, greater than 18 and less than 32. Okay, so suppose if I give it as 3, it says it is still eligible. I save it and rerun it, it is eligible, which is not right. The age should be greater than 18. Okay, for that I'm going to use else if age is less than 18. Else if age is less than 18, then also he is not eligible. Else is eligible. Okay, one thing to note here is, first thing is it is going to go ahead and check this particular value. Okay, if this is satisfied, it will go and print this value, and it doesn't bother checking all the other conditions. Okay, so in our case age is set to 3. Okay, so it will go and check this. So this condition is not satisfied, then it is going to go and check this one, and this is also not satisfied. Okay, so this will it is going to go ahead and check this condition, and since this condition satisfies, this becomes not eligible. So let me save this and then run this again. Okay, now we got the correct value. So anything between 18 and 32 should be eligible. So I'm going to put it as 25. Okay, save this. Okay, so let us check the boundary conditions, which is 18. Save it. Okay, so 18 is eligible. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I should be checking for greater than 18. So this will become less than or equals to. Okay, so let me run this. If else, it's not eligible. Okay, so let me check 17. Not eligible. Let me check 19. Okay, save it. Okay, 19 is eligible. Let us check the other boundary condition, which is 31. Eligible. 32. Not eligible. Okay, so we have checked all the condition by using if-else statement. In this we have used greater than and less than. Later on we used greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. So instead of this we can also make use of else if age equals to 32, then also is not eligible. Okay, instead of greater than or equal to, this is greater than, and I have used equals to. There is a difference here between the assignment and the conditional operator. So assignment has got only one equals, which assigns this value to this particular variable, and double equals checks whether this value is really equal to this value or not. So here it assigns, but here it checks. Okay, the same way we can also make use of not equals to. These are all different relational operators which we have used in this example. So this is how we can make use of if else. I'm going to copy this and make another class file and paste it here. I'm going to call it as nested if else. Okay, so I have copied if else and made another class called nested if else. So here what I'm going to do is here I'm going to check if the age is greater than 18, and inside this if again I have another condition. If age is less than 32, then this is not eligible. Okay, so what I have done is, so I have modified this program wherein I am first checking if the age is greater than 18. Okay, if the age is greater than 18, then if the age is less than 32. Okay, so if the age is less than 32, then he is eligible, or the person is eligible. Else not eligible. Okay, so if the age is less than 18, it will go and print this value not eligible. If the age is greater than 18 and less than 32, then it will go and print eligible. If the age is greater than 18 and greater than 32, I should be putting another else here, which is not eligible. Okay, so earlier I had written if, else if, else if, else, but here I have nested if. So there is an if condition within another if condition. So this if else condition is within this if. Okay, so this kind of nesting is possible in Java. So this is nothing but nested if else statement. Okay, so what this will do now here is, so it will go and check for the age greater than 18. If it is less than 18, or if it is less than 18, then it is going to print not eligible. If it is greater than 18 but less than 32, then it is going to go and print eligible. Else it will print not eligible. So since the age is 32 now, Okay, so I need to run this. So right click, run as Java application. It's not eligible. So if I change it to 30, it should be eligible. Okay, so this is how you can make use of nested if statements. So let us go and cover switch now. For switch, I'm going to add another class. Right click on the package, go to new, click on class, switch statement. Okay, enable main, click on finish. So for switch, I'm going to make use of for switch also I'm going to make use of the same example wherein I'm having age is equal to 32. The switch statement is switch based on what? Age. Okay, the condition is age. Then inside that you will be having case. Case (18) out eligible. Okay, the same way. Okay, after this we're going to have break, so it should break out of this switch. The same way I'll be having it as for case 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so this will become 19, 20, okay, so it should be greater than 18, correct? So I don't need 18 here. Okay, so it will start off with 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, okay. So here I have specified the cases wherein case 19 until 31st is eligible. So it's going to go ahead and print eligible and then come out. Okay, so there is something called default case. That means if none of these conditions are satisfied or none of these cases satisfies the condition, then it is going to go to default and then it executes the statements following the default. So here I'm going to say not eligible and break. Okay, so let us save this. So here if you want you can so here I didn't put from 1 to 18 case, because I know that is not eligible. So only the eligible part I have put in here, okay, and the not eligible part. Okay, so since 32 is not eligible, it should print me not eligible. Okay, so right click, run as Java application again, gets not eligible. So let us say 30, save, let us test this, eligible. Okay, so let us check for 3, save it, run it, not eligible. We have put in all the eligible conditions here, or all the eligible cases here. Okay, so we put in all the eligible cases here, starting from 19 until 31. Anything other than that will print not eligible. Instead of printing eligible for all these cases, what we can do is we can take out this these statements. Okay, instead of having all the cases, instead of having print statement in all the cases, what I have done is I have removed all the statements from all the cases which are eligible. So only the last case will have this eligible print statement. All the other cases I have removed. So what happens here is, so if I put in age as 30, so it will check for case 19 first, okay, and it will fall through all these. So it goes to 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and all the way until 31st. So if any of these case matches, then it is going to print out eligible. Okay. So if you don't have any statements after a case, it will fall through the next statement. So in my case, it is going to fall through all the way to 31st, and then it is going to print eligible. Save it. Okay, so let us rerun this. Okay, this is eligible. Now if I add another statement, say for example case 3, okay, and if I change this to 3 and run this, it is going to print me eligible. So whenever it falls through, you have to make sure that the invalid condition must have a statement after that and a break. Okay, so out to correct this now, sys out not eligible, and then break. Okay, so save this and this. Now it is not eligible. So you have to be a little bit careful whenever the switch falls through different cases. Okay, so if I put in as 20, it should be printing me eligible. So now it is following through. Okay, so this is how we can make use of switch statement. As we said in the last class, we need to cover logical operators also. We will cover logical operators now. But to cover logical operators, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out a copy of this nested if else and paste it into the same package. I'm going to call it as logical operator. Okay, so double click on logical operators. So I'm going to modify this particular example wherein I'm going to take out nested if. Instead of nested if, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a AND condition here. Age is less than 32. Then okay, so instead of nest if and nested if else, what I have done is I have used AND operator here, which is a logical operator. Okay, so which is a logical operator. So what this statement will do is if age is greater than 18 and if age is less than 32, that means if both the conditions, that is before and after and, are satisfied, if both becomes true, then only this particular statement is getting executed, else it will go and execute this particular statement. So in our case, the age is set to 30. So 30 is greater than 18 and it is less than 32. So this will get printed now. Okay, let us save this. So right click, run as Java application. Okay, eligible. So let us say if I change it to 32. Okay, still not eligible. So that means only when both conditions are satisfied, that means both conditions becomes true, then only this will get executed. Okay, for all other, it will go and execute this particular statement. Okay, so this is how we can make use of AND operator. Okay, to make use of OR operator, what we need to do is if age is less than 18 or if age is greater than 32, then it is not eligible, else it is eligible. Okay, so since it is 32 now, so let us run this. Okay, eligible. So let me change this to 30 now. Okay, let us run this again. Okay, so this is again eligible. Okay, so let us change this to 15 and run this. Okay, so it is not eligible. So in R, what will happen is if one of these condition is satisfied, in AND both should satisfy, and in R if one of these condition is satisfied, then it is going to go ahead and print this statement. It is going to execute this statement, else it will go and execute this statement. So that is the difference between AND and OR. In this example, we have covered some of the logical operators. That is the end of this session.